All right, everybody. Welcome to Talks with Bert. It's my new podcast. I'm Bert, also Robert Dwyer. And my first guest is one of my best friends. Met him in high school, freshman year, Mr. Will Delman. How are you, Will?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
It's a pretty crappy day out.
Yeah, it was raining all day.
Yeah. You do anything?
I went fishing earlier.
You went
Didn't
fishing?
catch anything, but tried to.
Yeah, fair enough. So I was talking with Danny last night. I was playing video games with Danny last night.
hmm
And there was something I wanted to bring up with you. I don't remember why I was thinking of it, but I was thinking of it. It was why okay, first, do you think Star Wars is better than Indiana Jones?
Oh, dude. uh, I mean, I've seen Star Wars more times than I've seen Indiana Jones, obviously, but I don't know. That's pretty close because I like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But I think I would have to say if I would want to watch one, I'd probably watch Star Wars.
You would watch Star Wars over Indiana Jones. No, why do you think Star Wars I agree with you. I think Star Wars is more appealing to a mass audience than Indiana Jones for some reason, but why do you think Star Wars is more popular? Like why?
I think, well, obviously, it's been running longer, like it's been, like our parents saw it when they were kids, and then there were movies when we were kids, and then there's movies now. So I think it's just like it's been running, it's kept going.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones is, it was back, what was that, like 80s and stuff, I think, right?
Yeah, and then they had Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which was
Right.
everyone said was the worst one.
Yeah,
Aliens and weren't there Nazis? Wasn't there Nazi stuff still involved?
I think so. There was always kind of Nazi stuff in there, though, wasn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, there was. Didn't you have a personal favorite? I forget. There was one that you thought was amazing, I'm pretty sure. Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah. I thought you liked Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like
Yeah.
that?
Which one is that? Is that
That's
the
the first one. That's
that's
the
it,
first.
okay, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. That's my favorite one. That's the best.
Do you think you're still gonna love Star Wars when you're older? Like when you're like a full adult? Like do you like it's not just a phase? You're pretty sure
Probably
like
not I don't think I'll love it as much. I think it'll still be, like, obviously, they come out a new movie, I'm gonna go see the movie. Obviously, but, like, I don't think I'm gonna be, like, going crazy. Like, I got,
That's fair. But you would love to go. Oh yeah, the Star Wars decal on the back.
yeah, we got Legos over here,
You got everything Star Wars over there.
everything.
That's how I mean. People have asked me that question with like pro wrestling. A lot of people are like, "You're probably gonna." My aunt thought I was gonna outgrow it, but I literally just got a new mystery T-shirt.
Yeah, I saw that when you put it on
Yeah,
your story.
yeah. I spent $9 on it. Just it was a random. They were like, "We'll pick a random T-shirt and send it to you." So
What was
I
it?
was
What'd
very
you get it off of? Was it like StockX or something?
well, prowrestlingtees.com.
Oh, I got you.
Shout out to them. They helping independent pro wrestlers. But
Oh,
yeah, that's about
there
it.
you go. There you go.
How do you feel about? I'm sticking with Star Wars right now. How do you feel about
Right?
Star Wars? Was it the Clone Wars that just ended? The TV show?
Oh, dude, so good.
You thought it was
So
good?
good. That last arc, right? Like 4 episode arc.
Spoiler alert for anyone.
I'm not gonna give any
Okay,
spoilers,
okay, good,
obviously.
good. Okay.
Not spoiling. I'm just gonna say it was probably the best one, in my opinion. It was the best arc of the Clone Wars. So good. Unbelievable. If you're a big Star Wars fan, I would highly recommend watching the Clone Wars. Highly recommend.
Will is a big Star Wars guy.
Big
There
Star.
big Star Wars guy. There's a lot of things he loves in life, and Star Wars is one of them. That's a big one. One thing I noticed in your background, that's another thing I wanted to talk about with you, was your hockey picture right there, Will Delman
Oh, this
2019.
one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, do you think your hockey career is over? Like everything's done?
I don't think so. Well, I tried out in college, obviously, tried to keep it going. Didn't make the team, but that's all right. Uh, but I mean, like, I don't know if I'm gonna try it again, but I mean, the school I go to is pretty good at hockey, so chances are probably pretty low. But obviously, when I'm older, I want to play like men's league or something. Like my dad plays men's league every like Tuesday and Sunday night, and he goes out and plays with all of his hockey friends. So probably do something like that when I'm older, but that's probably it. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm going anywhere.
You don't think you're going to the NHL?
Oh no, definitely not.
Well, when you look at someone like from our old school, you look at like someone like Will Cody going D1 for football. Like,
Yeah,
do
that's pretty sick, dude. I
do you
saw
think?
that.
Yeah, do you think? But do you think like for someone like that, like for a school like our size, to be offered something like that, do you think? Do you think with an athlete like him, he'll go past just college, or do you think it'll just be college? No, not to
Oh,
him.
well,
He's a
one
great
thing.
athlete. He is a great
Oh
athlete.
yeah, yeah, no,
Cody.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. One thing I think I know that he like he got what's it called? Like they it's not like they like draft him, but they obviously like like scouted him and were like,
Yeah,
oh,
they recruited him. They recruited him for the team.
cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I was talking to him a little bit. Not but like it was like before all this happened, but I think like the big piece is that he still has to try out.
Oh,
It's not like because I think everyone thought that he was like, oh, he just got like recruited, so he's like automatically playing.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I was talking to Sam about it, and he was saying that he still has to like try out for the team, so he's still gonna make the team.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sure he can do it. Like
Oh, yeah,
but I
yeah.
think I mean it's pretty rare. I know that there were a couple other kids that went like D2.
Sean Roycroft. Did you see that?
What's he doing?
He football, I think. Football or baseball, one of the two. I'm pretty
Did
sure.
he?
Yeah, I saw it on the GP2
Oh yeah, there you go. I know Aaron Cole's going to
baseball. I saw that.
baseball.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's impressive. Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, good for those kids, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
But I think like D1, like Will Cody, dude. I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty.
UNH is a great school too.
Oh yeah, six. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Oh
It's
yeah. Oh, definitely.
I'm not here for that expensive school.
No,
Nah, bro. I mean, I got. Did you get a letter from Four Cs at all?
no, I didn't get a letter.
I got
You
a
sent
letter
me
from
a
Four
letter
Cs. It's about taking online classes this
for
summer.
like over the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was telling us how like unexpensive it is for to like pay for a whole semester of classes in at like a community college than it is to pay for like a college,
Yeah.
like where we go. It's like $10,000 probably total for I would say for for a semester. For a semester,
Hmm.
I'd say that's what it'd be for a community college. But at a regular college like us, well, yours isn't regular, really. Will goes to Norwich.
Really want to go there at school.
So
Gotta
yeah,
get
he's been growing out his hair
yeah,
during this whole thing.
it's nice to have hair again.
It is. You were one of the people that got lucked out. You had short hair and then you like having a lot of hair.
Yeah. Well, because I had long hair like throughout high school.
Yeah, yeah. If
Pretty long.
anyone watching this has seen pictures of Will in high
If
school.
anyone watching this has seen pictures, you should have told me that I looked disgusting.
No, no, no.
You
You want to talk about someone look disgusting? Dude, Chris.
oh, that's
Chris.
it came like down over the front like this. That was nasty. Just so gross.
Oh my god. Um
Like this isn't bad right
no,
here.
that's good. I like that hair. I like that hair.
It's I mean like obviously I go a little longer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yours is longer than mine. I just got mine cut yesterday, thank God. My hair was awful. My hair was so like it was going all over the place.
Chris's is pretty bad too.
Chris is pretty bad. Chris is our other friend who is going to be joining on here later sometime. Hopefully. He said, "What made you think I want to be on your podcast?" And I was like, "Trust me, it's going to be fun."
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to be the first guest, obviously.
Yeah, I knew having someone like you would be good because you're enthusiastic about things. You don't really, you'll do things.
You texted me about this, and I was like, absolutely, I would 100% do this.
I was like, who else but Will should I ask to be my first person to be interviewed? You're a really good place to start.
Yeah, dude. And then I can come back later and be like, oh, I was the first guy on this
Exactly.
podcast.
Hopefully this will pop off. I have some big plans for this. I have some big plans for people to interview.
All right, all right.
Yeah. But going back to college, that's another interesting. What do you as a student think is like I've heard about people on the news what they're going to say. But what do you think is going to happen next semester for us college kids? Do you think we're going to go back? Do you think we're going to stay online, or if we do go back, do you think there's going to be a whole bunch of new rules we have to follow?
Well, I hope we go back. Hoping. But I don't know. Because I mean, like, I know there's a couple schools already that said that they're already doing online,
Yeah.
which would stink. I did not like online classes, so but I mean, I definitely hope we do. I know, like my school, I'll go to school in Vermont, so I mean, I don't think Vermont was hit like too bad, but I mean, obviously, but I think like depending on where you go to school, things will be very, very different. And I think like once we actually like if we do go back, obviously there's probably going to be some sort of rules. And I was talking to my mom about it the other day, and we were saying like maybe people go back and then like you just don't have classes for 2 weeks, or maybe you do like a small online just to get
Yeah.
like introduced to the class. But you do that like quarantine for 2 weeks once you get to the school, and then I don't know, see where it goes from there. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's really complicated to think about now because we don't know what it's going to be like in a couple months.
Yeah, it's so like it could go anywhere. And
You're
then
rolling the dice.
yeah, people are saying it could come back like next winter too, and it's
Yeah.
just like I don't know what's gonna happen. It's crazy.
No one really knows what's going to happen. The experts, they can make as many charts as they want, but no one really knows what's going to happen until it happens.
No, no, that they don't know.
No, no one knows. But I mean, I was I was watching something on the news about it, and they were talking about, I think it was Notre Dame. Notre Dame said that they were gonna have their full first semester up until they were gonna end it like around Thanksgiving break. They were gonna start early and then have it end around like Thanksgiving break. And then I
Mm.
assumed, what my family and I assumed was they were gonna have that break off until like when I got back in January for my school, which is a long time. It's a long time off.
Yeah, I
And
know. Well, last semester, or not last semester, but like last year, I guess.
yeah,
The first semester of last year, we went to Thanksgiving, and then we had like a week off, I think, and then I went back for like 2 weeks, and then that was the end of the semester. So it was kind of weird. Like we went back for 2 weeks, and it was just like no one wanted to be there. Everyone was just like, I just want to go home again. But yeah, no, that would be weird if you had like that long of a break, because that's like what is that? It's got to be like 6 weeks, maybe
yeah, that's a long
weeks
time.
off or something like that.
That's a long time.
It's
Uh,
long.
yeah, I don't know. This whole thing's been like, it's been fucking insane. I forgot to tell you we can swear. We can swear.
Oh, we
Just not.
can't.
It
Okay,
just
okay.
wasn't in the first. Okay, I looked it up. I had to look this up because I didn't know how YouTube worked with their swearing and stuff. I had to watch a
Yeah.
video, and if you don't swear in like the beginning of the video,
Hmm.
then it's not gonna get demonetized.
Oh, okay.
So I meant to tell you that before. Actually, you can
All right.
swear. You can swear.
Understood. I got you.
I'm not gonna bleep it out. That's kind of a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, no, that's
But
really
yeah, yeah. But I know for this whole thing on Cape, especially because we're from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, this whole thing has been kind of it's been a big economy killer, especially in a place like Cape Cod, because we have
mm,
so many local businesses.
yeah.
Big
And
businesses are not that normal.
this is prime season too, coming up.
Yes.
All the tourists are about to come down,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I mean, this weekend Memorial Day. So I
Yeah,
mean,
it's Memorial Day weekend, dude. The restaurants aren't open. I mean, you can go to get ice cream, but it's not like you're gonna be.
yeah, you gotta be 6 feet apart. Wear a mask, do everything like that.
Yeah, do you wear a mask a lot out or no?
Uh, if I'm going like into a store, or if I'm like getting ice cream, I will. But other than that, not really. Like if
Getting ice
all
cream.
those people who are like wearing masks in their cars, dude, I'm just like, what are you guys even doing? Like,
I don't think you need to wear a mask. I think a lot of people are taking this like when it comes to that. I'm not saying that people shouldn't take this lightly. I think that
mm,
people should be cautious about it, but I do think some people are taking it they're taking it way too seriously.
oh yeah, like you see the people like like I mean the car thing. Like I just don't understand. Like you're wearing a mask in your car.
Yeah, like
Just like, well, who's gonna give you the virus in your car except for yourself? You know what I mean? And the mask isn't even to protect you from getting the virus. This is what I think. This is what it like. It keeps you from spreading your germs to give
yeah,
other people the virus.
yeah,
So like, if you're just wearing a mask, like it's not gonna just stop you. It's not like you're immune to the virus anymore.
yeah,
You're just like you can't give other people the virus. Essentially, I mean, it's not 100%. Obviously, I'm sure
yeah.
it's not, but I mean, like it's
It's
just like it's just weird.
it is weird. I see people driving by with masks on. I see people with driving by with not masks on. At this point, I'm kind of just like, all right, I'm like ready to get back into being normal in a way,
Oh yeah,
living back.
yes, me too. Absolutely.
Dude, I just want to work at my job. I just want to work at because both of my jobs can't open until all of this is
Yeah,
over
yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah. No, I've been lucky enough to that like I'm just doing landscaping with Killian, so I mean we're still working.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, obviously we're just like trying not to talk to anybody while we're working. Keep
Wash
my
your hands.
face buff on just in case.
The one thing I find very hard about like they say like wash your hands, wear your mask, don't touch your face. And I'll be like out and it's really hard not to touch your face, I've realized.
Oh
Because you
no,
don't think about it. You just like itch your face or something, you
that
have like
was that was one thing that at school when we were still like rooks.
hmm
You couldn't like when you were standing there, you couldn't obviously like move your arms and just be like, oh, I got an itch, I just gotta scratch it. You'd be like, oh, like when you're thinking about it, I feel like you want to touch your face even more.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yes.
when you have to think about like, oh, I shouldn't touch my face right now, you're like, oh shit, I got like an itch or something. But like when you don't think about it, you're like, oh, I don't need to like touch my face or like fix my
Yeah.
hair. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's weird how our minds work and how that kind of stuff. Well, like when you're thinking about like it's like when you're thinking about your breathing, sometimes you're like I gotta breathe.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
right. That's right. Yeah. Like because that's the like that's like when you hyperventilate or whatever, it's like that's when you're like thinking about breathing, and
yeah. It's weird. It's
it's like
really weird.
if you're not thinking about breathing, you just do it naturally. But when you have to like manually breathe, I don't know
Yeah.
what you would
I
call it.
don't I don't know what to
It's
call it
weird.
either.
You know what I mean? Though, like
Yeah.
like when you think about it, that's when you're like doing it. But when you're not, it's just like, oh, I'm just like breathing. Like it's just a normal thing to do. But
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. That kind of stuff is really weird. If you overthink it, I feel like you overcomplicate it in a way.
hmm.
And then your brain's just kind of like, what are you doing? Like I was just normally doing this, and then you just kind of fucked it up and you shouldn't be doing that. But what kind of mask do you have?
I usually just wear like it's not like a scarf, but it's like it's called like a buff.
A buff?
Like it like covers your,
Oh,
yeah, you just like pull it up and it covers your face.
I've seen don't people
Uh,
in deserts wear them?
huh?
Don't people in desert? I swear to God, I've seen like like a movie about like some soldiers in war. They have
Yeah,
like
they have
a
like the
beige.
big scarves that they like
Yeah,
over their face. Yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of like that, I guess.
that's
Yeah, I
weird.
see a lot of people use them when they go like skiing and stuff because it's just like. But the one I have has like it's lighter, so it's not like I'm just like dying of heat, because the ones you wear when you're skiing, like they're not heavy, but like it's like a thicker fabric,
Yeah,
so it's not, like, so you don't get cold.
yeah,
But
obviously.
yeah, I just wear that. I don't know the masks. I'm not a big fan of the masks. Like I don't. I
Not
like being able to see people's faces when I can just see
yeah,
their eyes. It's like, oh, like what's
it's
that
weird.
guy looking at? Like, oh, it's creepy.
Yeah, that is true. One thing that actually interesting that brings up is I feel like when you talk about the eyes, that made me think of some. What about it made me think of people in like Middle Eastern countries, like especially women because
Oh,
they have to wear the
who wear the
headdress.
hijabs?
Yeah, and they just have their eyes showing, and it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't make me think of that. I don't want anyone to think that, but the way you just said that it made me realize like, oh, there's a little comparison. We have like
Yeah.
this part at least
But that's all a part of their
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 religion.
culture, I think.
Yeah, their
Like
culture.
'cause I mean obviously like I don't know a lot about it, but
Yeah, neither of us do.
I think like that's what they like once they reach a certain age, they start wearing the I think it's how you pronounce it, hijab.
I think
It
so.
might be
I don't know.
pronounced differently.
Um,
Like,
I know Nike made one. Did you see that?
did they? Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Nike made one for people
Who were
of
like
that.
playing sports and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, there was a woman who wanted to use. She wasn't allowed to wear it in I think it was the Olympics. She did
Really?
fencing. There was a girl that did fencing. I don't know if it was the Olympics, but she did fencing, and they
Hmm.
wouldn't allow her to wear a headdress,
Oh,
which
like
I thought was kind of stupid.
under the mask or something, maybe?
Yeah,
No.
but Nike made like a specific one for sportswear, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nike's pretty cool. So it checks over stripes. Checks over, I know you're not a huge sneakerhead, but you think you can admire sneakers.
Oh, I'm not gonna go out and like buy a bunch of sneakers, but like I like looking at sneakers sometimes. I mean, I always ask you, I'm like, oh, Bert, these sneakers are sick. Like, check these out. We went to New York. I got those. Oh, they might even. No, I don't think they are. I got the Stranger Things sneakers.
Yes,
Dude.
you did buy
Those are
those. Those
sick.
are cool. Those are
It
cool.
came with it came with pins.
Oh, you have the pins right there. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know it came with pins.
yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know where I'm supposed to put them, but I mean, came with
You
some
could,
pins.
if you bought the hoodie, you could have wore them with them. There was the hoodie for the high school that the kids went to.
Yeah, it was, that's what was on their logo was on the sneaker, the high school logo.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Stranger Things. I have yet to watch
It's
it.
a good show. People should watch it. Season 4, it was postponed, unfortunately.
It was because of the
Coronavirus postponed it.
Have you watched any good Netflix shows lately? Did you watch The Outer Banks? I know you said people were telling you to watch it, but
No, I didn't. No, I didn't watch it.
and
Everyone says I should watch it. Everyone says it's really good, but I haven't. I
I
haven't
haven't
watched
seen anything about it. I've just seen like Instagram pages and on TikTok pop up about it, and
it.
I don't really seem interested in it. But I don't even know what it's about. Everyone's
Yeah,
talking about Tiger King.
Tiger King. I didn't watch Tiger King.
You didn't watch Tiger King, and I'm
No,
still
you
upset
kept
about
telling
that.
me to watch Tiger King, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
I did tell you to watch it. It's
All
good.
I know is that everybody hates Carol Baskin. That's
Yes,
all I know.
because she did kill her husband. It is a fact at this
Is it a
point.
fact?
She is suspect. She is mad suspect.
I could see it. She looks like someone that would just like feed him to the tigers or something.
She made her own masks, her own like face masks.
Is she?
Yeah, they say like
Tiger masks?
yeah. Well, they have like her catchphrase because she does like she makes videos. I guess that was a thing that they mentioned on there. But it was like hey my crazy cats or something, crazy cool cats or something, and that's what it says on the mask. It's weird. It's
That
weird.
is weird. That's weird.
It is weird. Is Stranger Things your favorite show on Netflix?
Oh man, it's one of them, I think. Because what do you got? You still got Did they put Parks and Rec on
Yeah,
Netflix?
that's on Netflix. Yeah.
And then you still have The Office.
The Off. Well, I'm talking about Netflix originals.
Oh, Netflix originals.
Netflix originals, not just shows on Netflix.
Oh yes, Netflix originals is. I mean, I haven't really watched a lot of them, but yeah, I think it's probably my favorite Netflix original. I did see oh uh what's it called? It was like Spencer Unlimited or something like that. I forget what it was called. It was something,
Uh,
but it was with Mark Wahlberg. It was
oh,
set in Boston. It was pretty good. I thought it was good.
oh
It was
yeah. Spencer Confidential.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Not Unlimited. What the hell am I talking about?
An ex-cop and ex-con team up with aspiring fighter Hawk to uncover a sinister conspiracy tied to the deaths of two Boston police officers. Huh.
It gets pretty interesting. It's a big twist. Big twist. Not
Is it
gonna
a
say what happens. But
movie or it's a movie? Okay.
yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie.
Wow.
Set in Boston. I
That's
had to watch it, obviously.
obviously yes. Boston pride all around. That is a fact.
Who was I talking about? I think I was talking to Chris about The Departed. Have you seen The Departed?
I've seen like the first half and I fell asleep because I was really tired.
Oh, it is a long movie, but I mean, like, definitely a movie to watch if you're bored. Or I guess quarantine's not really.
Yeah, that's true. I've been binge
It's
watching
over.
a bunch of stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, good movie. The Departed. It's got a
Departed.
bunch of big actors in it.
It does. It has like off the top of my
It's got
head.
like
Is he?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Is Ben
Uh,
Affleck in it?
no, no, I don't think he is. It's got Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I think Mark Wahlberg's in it.
I think he is too.
Jack Nicholas is in it. I think. There's a couple others in there.
It
Big
is a
cast.
big cast. It is a big cast though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is definitely a big cast.
that is true. That is 100%. I've seen when you look at the poster, you see Leo and then you see everyone
Yeah,
else's
yeah.
faces. It's like, wow, this is a big movie.
If you want a twisted movie, definitely watch this. That movie.
Definitely watch the. I haven't. I mean, I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a watch later tonight. I think I'm recording another one of these with someone else. Someone else is popping out here, so I think I'm recording another one. But you're still gonna be the
Tonight
first
you are?
one. What?
Oh, yeah, I got to be the first guest.
No, you are. You definitely are gonna be the first one. This one is
Yeah.
gonna be Let me just tell you, I'm not gonna be talking the way that I am right now with this person. I'm gonna be a little I'm gonna have a little.
I got you. I got you.
I'm looking at more Netflix originals, and you haven't seen The Dirt? I know Killian saw that movie. It's about
The
Motley
Dirt?
Crue.
No, I haven't seen that.
It has Machine Gun Kelly. What about Big Mouth? You've seen Big Mouth before.
Oh yeah, I saw the first season. I didn't. I just
watched
never watched the second one.
Yeah.
Is there a third season two now?
Let me look.
Is there three seasons now?
There's 3 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch the second and third, but
All right.
I watched the first season. It was pretty funny.
It was.
I
I
thought
remember.
it was like a kids show at first, and I was like, oh no, this
No, it is very much an
definitely
adult show.
As the hormone monster came out, I was like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a
Definitely.
weird show.
Oh yeah, it's so weird. It's pretty funny though.
It is funny. It is funny. I watched it in Coach Nick's classroom the first time.
Oh god.
Coach Nick's classes. Let me tell you, those were very fun. I'm sorry you had to leave this after, but
Yeah, no, because I was only in it junior year. Because senior year I was in Doc's class.
yeah. For those of you who don't know, Will got smart in high school and left me in Coach Nick's English classroom. I got stuck there, and Will went up to honors English.
Yeah, you still had who?
I miss Edifa.
You had Miss Edifa?
I miss Edifa sophomore year. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did too. Were we in the same class? No, we weren't.
Were we in the
No.
same? No, I don't think we were.
Was Jesse in your class?
Yes.
Billy was? Oh, then
Billy
we were in the same class.
Billy was in my class.
Billy was? I don't know. I think we were. No, we must have been. I'm pretty sure we were.
I think we were. I know my class was trouble.
Yeah, my class.
Who was in yours?
I don't know. I forget.
I'm not saying Billy was trouble. Billy, if you're watching this, I'm not saying you're trouble. I'm just saying, you know that there was trouble caused in those classrooms. Oh, high school, dude. When you think about it, yeah, they were good times. In college, you definitely miss some of those times. Miss sitting at lunch.
Yeah, you can't have like the same experience.
Well, especially you.
Yeah. Well, especially yeah.
Yeah, that's
My experience was very different.
Yeah, you definitely changed. You didn't change. No, you went to I meant to say you went to a different environment than what we were at. We were at a Catholic school, a very, very Catholic school. Don't miss mass for anything. You remember when the fire alarm went off in the church and Father Ron kept going?
Spreading too much
incense
around, yeah. And the fire alarm went off during mass. Oh no, was it before mass? It was like
he was like at the start. He was walking down the aisle.
Yeah, we had just started mass, and the fire alarm went off because of the spreading too much incense around there.
Yes, that is I think because he's not the priest at that church anymore. I think we can say that. Remember what he said in class? He was like, "I wouldn't stop mass for anything." I think we can say that.
No, he didn't. He was going to keep going when the fire alarm went on, and then the fire department came. Yeah, you have to leave. You have to get out of the building, like this. But no, he didn't stop, because I remember in Mr. Goulet's class we learned that like priests just like can't stop saying the mass.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
don't.
just keep going. Like I don't know. Like what if someone walked in there and like with a gun and was like, "I'm gonna shoot you."
Do you keep going? I mean, at that point, it's like, do you focus on
Saying
your?
mass. I mean,
Yeah, it's your
I'm
job.
sure if you kept saying mass and you got shot, you would go straight to heaven. Because I mean, that's like
Maybe that's the point. Maybe like it's like a like one final like
it's a
thing.
straight shot to heaven.
Yeah, it's a straight shot to heaven, I guess. If you're saying mass, and then bam, you get
But
shot.
I mean, he kept saying mass. Like kids passed out like during mass, like no
Yeah.
problem. Keep on going. I'd be like, oh my god. Do
Yeah.
you
What?
remember when?
Who was it?
Huh?
Who are you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
Do you remember when Anthony Kent passed out?
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
was a big
and
one.
the candle shattered on the ground. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It's because he was a altar boy. That's why he was so big because he was up on
Yeah,
the
he
altar.
was so close to the incense, he just
Yeah.
passed out.
It's a well, I mean, when you have to wear in his defense, when you have to wear, I'm pretty sure they had to wear a sweater underneath that still. When you had to wear
Yeah,
that sweater with the shirt and tie, and then you have that white cloth over you,
yeah,
it's a lot.
it would, yeah, I don't know, it's definitely hot. I mean, if you ever have Killian on the show, the
I
podcast,
hope so. I'm hoping to have him on here. I want to hear everyone's opinions on things. It's interesting to hear what people everyone has different things. Like everyone has different thoughts on different things, you know.
mm,
You could think something else, someone else could say, "No, that's not true. This is true." I mean, why do you think we all argue so much well, let me rephrase that. Why do you think me and Chris argue so much? Chris and I argue a lot.
you
Like
guys argue over the dumbest
yeah,
stuff. You're
that's what
like,
I mean. We argue about
my team is better than yours. Like what?
and that's just how we are. At least, hey, it's better than arguing over like actual things that matter.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
None of us
You guys
argue
do
over
like
that.
friend arguing.
Yeah, we argue
Friendly
over like
arguing.
stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. That's really it. I don't know if you can tell me this. This is one thing that I want to know, but for those thinking about going into military school, um, I don't know if this is good, but can you tell us what it's really like? What is military school really like? Because I have no idea. I have no idea.
Well, every year is different.
Okay, I
And I
didn't.
think every depending on where you go, it's obviously different too. I mean, like, well, for me at least, I started like August 18th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, obviously, if you're going into the military school, or if you're just going into the military, you have to do some sort of like training in order for them to like get you in the right mindset to be like they're like military school, depending on where you go, is very different than the military, obviously. Because
Yeah.
I go to a private military school,
Oh.
so I don't actually have to go into the military after I graduate. But say if you went to like West Point, you have to do depending on what your job is that you get when you graduate, you have to do a certain number of years after school because I'm pretty sure if you get into West Point, then it's pretty much tuition free because the military pays for your school. But for me, you can still get so like if I wanted to go into the military, I would have to do ROTC,
Yeah, yeah.
which is just like a class you take, and then over the summer you might have to do like a little training or go to like basic training or something like that. But you have to do that, and then through ROTC you can get a scholarship which can pay for some of your school, most of your school, or all of your school. And sometimes they don't pay for any of it. But I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but it's all about like which scholarship you get, and then you get contracted. And after when you graduate, you commission into the military. But so I think depending on where you go, it's very different. But for me, at least, my first semester of college was like the like initiation training where like they make you ready to become a Norwich cadet. I passed.
You
I made
passed.
it through. I
Yes.
made it through. As long as you know you didn't stick out too much. That's what I tried to do. I tried to kind of like blend in with the crowd. Wasn't that difficult.
Yeah.
Everybody looks the same when you get there. So, it was definitely an experience. I think if you if you want to go into the military, I would definitely recommend applying to one of the academies first,
Oh, the academy.
because
Okay.
that's what I like. I didn't do that, and I found out afterwards that um, like even if you don't think you have a like good chance of getting into the academies, because the academies are very hard to get into.
I,
West Point, very difficult to get into. They have all the different academies for all the branches,
mm-hmm.
but I would recommend applying to that. But if you obviously, if you don't get in and you still want to go and like have a military school experience, you can apply to one of the private military schools, like the Citadel, which is where Maddie goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to like a maritime academy. You go to my school. You go to Norwich.
Plug in Norwich right there.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, if you go, it's like a set schedule throughout the day. No, it's not set, but you have like wake up at 5:30. You got to go do like physical training.
See, that doesn't sound fun. Waking up at 5. I don't. I
It's
mean,
like
is that a real number? Is that like? Did you actually have to wake up at 5:30?
it was actually earlier than that.
Ah, see, that's
Because
not.
you had to get ready. Physical PT was at 5:30, but you had to be ready before then. So
Oh,
really,
okay.
you wake up at like 5:10, 5:15, so that you had enough time to get ready. So I mean, it's not that bad because they have lights out by 22, 10
20,
o'clock.
10
You go to
o'clock.
military time. Military time.
I was trying to think. I knew it at one point. I just didn't right there.
The uh the trick that I learned at school is that you just subtract 12 from the number.
Is that? Oh, that makes sense. I assume that
Yeah.
makes. Yeah.
13's 1, 14's 2, 15's 3. But it's not as hard because when you're actually there, like everything's in the military time.
Your brain just kind of.
So like yeah, so like you don't even have to think about like, oh, like what time is it actually? You're like, oh, it's 1500. Like
Yeah, that makes
I don't
sense.
need to, I don't need to like correlate it to be like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. I just know like because it's like weird because you think like, oh, you're trying to like relate it to the time you've known like for most of your life, but like once you get there, it's like, oh, like this is at 15. Everything's written in military time, so it's
Hmm.
not as hard as you would think it is. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Now I know you've told people before that you are not going into the military.
I'm
Uh,
not.
you stated that also in your explanation. But if you were going into the military, which would you pursue? Like what area? I
All
think
right.
that.
Well, so originally my plan was I was because I didn't apply to any of the academies because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go into the military or not, but I still wanted to go to like a military school. So I applied to Norwich, got in, and I went there. And the plan was to join Air Force ROTC because I wanted to be a pilot. Still want to be a pilot, just not in the military.
Yeah.
Just fly commercial. Um, just like Killian's dad.
Yeah, just like Killian's dad. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was my plan. I was gonna try and get a contract, and then most of the time when you get a contract, they like pay for most of your school.
Hmm.
So that's what I was trying to do. But you know, I figured like once I got there, I kind of realized like, you know, I don't think this is for me anymore, which is fine, nothing wrong with that. But I mean,
Yeah.
I just figured I didn't really want to do it anymore. So I was like, oh, I'll just drop out of the Air Force ROTC class, and then I still go there.
Yeah.
So
You still go there. It's not like you left the.
I would say if you're debating whether or not you want to, I think going to a private military school is a very good way to like get the feeling of like if you really want to go or not. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like if you go to the academy, you're required to go. You're required to go into the military if
Yeah.
you end up going to the academy. But my school, private military school, you know, you don't have to go into the military if you don't want to. It's all optional, all right? So, and if you don't want to be in the military at all, you can still go to my school as a regular student that is not in the Corps of Cadets. So, a lot of options. A lot
Yeah,
of options.
there is a lot of options. That's interesting. That is interesting. So basically, you want to be Killian's dad.
Yes.
You basically want to be Killian's dad. I
We'll see.
yeah, well, I
I don't
mean,
know what's happening.
there's nothing wrong with that. Killian's dad, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, no, he's a
Everyone
good
loves Killian's dad.
guy.
Everyone loves his family. His family's cool, but that'd be cool to be a pilot. One of my friends goes to where does he go? He goes to NHU. No, not NHU, UNH. Oh my god, dude, I'm on like a couple hours of sleep. He goes to UNH and he wants to be a pilot too. Like I think he's doing some kind of but like in the military though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, yeah. If so, like, say you don't even want to go to the military school, but you still want to go into the military, you can do ROTC at like a regular school.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, because that's what Killian was gonna do.
Yeah.
Because he was gonna go to Catholic University, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's Catholic. I forgot. I totally forgot.
And he was gonna do that, and then he was doing ROTC,
He got
but
injured.
then he dropped that and decided to just go to Stonehill instead. So.
Which I think in hindsight, like everyone looking back, I think he probably enjoys Stonehill better.
Oh yeah. Well, I think like the only reason he really went into the ROTC thing was I think his dad kind of said like, "Oh, why don't you try it out?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
Well,
don't.
yeah.
Just wasn't for him, I guess. But
Didn't they get?
not for everybody. It wasn't for me either. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they gave him full room and board too.
Yeah. No, he had everything. I think
Yeah.
he got the full package.
Which I mean, that's hard to turn down. Obviously, if you get.
Yeah. No, it is. It definitely is. Free school pretty much.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they picked his major and where he went to school.
Yeah. See, that's yeah.
That was the downside because I don't think he really wanted to go there.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to Stonehill, which is where he is now. So
Yeah. He's not.
everything worked out.
Yeah. Everything worked out in the end. He's not. He's not too far at all. He's like the same distance as me. He's 20 minutes from me. I could easily go to the school. I don't though. Really don't want to go to. I barely leave my school as it is, dude. But do you see that Norwich is getting another JP2 Lion? Joe Grigen.
Oh my god! Yes, I did see that. I
Saw
did.
that.
I don't know if I don't know if he's going into the Corps or if he's going to be a civilian student.
Oh, that's what you are, right? Civilian student?
No, I'm in the Corps.
Oh, you're in the Corps? What's
Yeah.
civilian student then?
Civilian student is like
Sounds very demeaning.
It's like a regular school pretty much. Like you don't have to wear a uniform or anything.
I would be flaunting. I'd be like, yeah, that's right. I'm not in uniform.
It's funny because when we have our it's called Rook Week. It's like the initiation week. It's the first week we get there. They like all the other students have like orientation, so they're like playing like lawn games, and we're like sprinting up hills and stuff. And like, oh, look at those kids! Like that must suck, but.
I mean, would you rather be running up a hill or playing lawn game?
I don't know. I don't know. Depends what the long game is.
Spike ball.
Like if it was spike ball,
Spike ball.
I would definitely want to play spike ball, 100%.
Dude, people at spike ball that are like professional are nasty.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I saw it on like ESPN or Sports Center one time.
It's crazy, dude.
Crazy.
I saw it one time. I just turned on the TV and I think ESPN was on or something like that, and like they have the spike ball like net thing in the middle, and then it's a circular.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like it looks like turf kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that what you saw?
Yeah, it's like I think it's supposed to be tough, so like you're not sliding and everything.
Yeah. But they just spike the ball, and it's like way over there, and the dude like saves it.
I don't know how they get it.
And he's like hitting down. I was like, wow, that's impressive.
You think they get paid a lot? Do you think they get like what do you think is the salary for for spike ball,
I
for
don't know.
professional spike ball.
I feel like it's definitely not a lot.
It's definitely
Like,
not a huge
like
market.
compared to like something like the NBA or something, it's definitely like very minimal. But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that's that's like the professional cornhole guys too. You see those guys?
yeah. Those guys are nasty. Yeah,
Those
I think
guys
I saw on
are
their Instagram.
ridiculously good at cornhole. It's
I
absurd.
know, dude. I mean, I like to think I'm good at cornhole. I'm not great. I'm okay. I'm okay at cornhole. I'm better. I feel.
I definitely like it. I like playing cornhole, but I mean,
Do they do it as a profession? I think they do. They wear. I think some people wear gloves, if I'm not mistaken, like to throw. I
do
think that's
they?
weird.
I don't know how that would help you at all.
I don't
I
either.
feel like that'd like just make it harder to throw because it'd be like stuck to your glove, and then you gotta like.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's like if your hand's sticky or something, or like you don't want it to be.
Maybe they like how like rock climbers like chalk their hands up with like
Yeah,
powder or whatever. Maybe they use that or something like that.
yeah. I don't know. Like people
But I
that.
mean, like, those guys like I was watching it one time and they were like talking to each other. He was like, "Oh, where do you want me to hit the bag on the I don't even know what it's called. Is it called
Is it a cornhole?
I don't know.
I
I
have
was
no
just
idea what it's called now that I think about it.
the board. I don't know.
I don't know.
They're like, "Oh no, just hit it in, like throw it in the hole." And dude just like tosses it and it goes right in the hole. And it's like, wow, it's absurd. Like I don't even know how you do that.
There's actually like a strategy to the game, but like when you're playing with your friends, you don't really think about it. You just try to
Yeah,
get
no, you just trying to get bags on the board.
exactly. Now it's cornhole is fun, but when it comes to social distancing,
Oh, we know all about that.
we yeah. Shout out to Danny for having us over the other week. That was I had a fun time with Danny and everyone. That was fun.
I
Um,
honestly thought that like when we were at the field, it was very fun, right?
it's,
Very fun. And then when we were back at Danny's house, I thought it was like looking back like at it, I think it's pretty funny that like what we were doing. Like I can just picture like a drone like looking over us, all of us being like at least 6 feet apart. Like
yeah. I mean, but there are people want to social distance, and I mean, if it's especially if it's someone's house like that, I'm gonna respect it. You know,
yeah,
I'm
no,
not gonna.
obviously, yeah,
It's Danny's dad. I
yeah,
wouldn't defy him at all. He's a great guy.
great
Danny's
guy.
a great guy.
We
But
love the Huffnagels here.
yeah, yeah. But I know Danny's dad. Danny, I know your dad's gonna watch this. I hope you do. But I know your dad's gonna watch this. But he knows we weren't social. He knows for a fact we weren't social distancing. He has to know before that.
At the field, you mean?
Yeah, at the field. When
We weren't. I feel like we weren't actually as bad as we say we were.
it's not like we were in a fucking circle spitting on each other.
No,
Like
no,
that's what
no.
people think. That's what people think. Like so, like they're all like condensed like this. But we were all spread out. None of us were really close to each other. We were playing baseball.
The only time we were close to each other was when we were playing
Oh,
5,000.
yeah,
That was like but that was only for like 10 minutes.
yeah.
Because that guy's
That didn't even
dog
last that
came
long.
over and then started like I don't know. Those people were weird.
That German Shepherd came. I hate big dogs. I
Oh,
hate
dude,
big dogs.
yes, I know. We were all joking around. We are like, "Oh, Bert's afraid of the dog."
I'm afraid, dude. I just
Ball.
got over my fear of like all like most dogs. I just don't. I hate when dogs bark at me because if they bark at me, dude, I will throw hands at it. I don't like when dogs bark at me. And that dog was coming at me. Good thing I had my tennis racket.
Dude, it
Hey,
nipped me a little bit.
yeah. Don't we don't we and no one needs to know where, but I
It
know.
was in like lower hip,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got nipped by a dog. Could you technically sue?
It didn't break skin, so I don't know. There was a red mark. There was like a red mark there, but I mean,
Were you bleeding though at one point?
no, I wasn't. I was never bleeding.
I thought you were bleeding on your arm
It felt like I was bleeding, but I was not.
when the dog barked.
Honestly,
You.
it was probably he was going for the ball because I had the ball like right on my waist, And then he was like he like grabbed the ball, but when he grabbed the ball,
It
he
grabbed
like
your leg
hit
too.
my like waist area.
Yeah.
So
It's unfortunate. I mean, what? Danny bled. Danny like he did something to his finger.
he cut his like hand open.
Yeah. Poor Danny.
I don't even know what was going on. He he was bleeding because he was hit like when he hit the bat or something, it, like cut his hand or something like that.
Yeah, I think he wasn't ready for the impact of the ball and the bat coming together, so it just kind of like it caused a friction in his hand. I think
Yeah,
that
like shocked his hand
yeah,
almost.
because dude, how sore were you the next day? That's something I wanted.
Oh, dude, I was very sore. Like
Oh,
I don't know why either. Like I was just like, oh my god, like my legs are like hurting right
my
now.
legs were dead, dude. But only this half of my upper body was insanely tired because I was hitting the baseball with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, me too. My collarbone was like I broke this collarbone back in like sixth grade.
Oh, you break
And I
it.
still got like the cartilage bump or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And it was every time I mean, obviously it was not I didn't think it was gonna like break again, but like I could like feel it like, oh, that one like didn't feel good. Like you
Yeah,
kept telling me I was tiring myself out, and then the next day I was like, damn, Bert was right.
I
Like,
told you. I was like, Delman, I thought you were gonna tear yourself out in the moment, but no, you felt it the next day.
I was good in the moment. We were trying to hit home runs.
Yeah, we were trying to hit home runs, and Will was determined to hit one out of the. It was a
I
softball park. It was
I
hard.
came
It's actually harder than you think.
I came so close, and I unfortunately had to give up because everyone was criticizing me, and they told me to stop.
They kept saying, Delman, you're not gonna get it, just stop. But he did almost get it a couple of
I
times.
almost got. I was like 10 feet away at one point. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Chris hit a car. Chris, he hit one so far out that some guy had his car parked and hit it. It hit the roof, and
I
Chris,
mean, he
the
should
guy
have
came out like,
I would have blamed that guy because he was
yeah,
right in the strike zone, like
it's like
right in the
that's where the
landing
ball
zone.
was going.
Yeah, that's exactly where we're hitting it. Like
Yeah,
we were all out there in the outfield. Dude clearly had vision of us hitting baseballs out there. Like,
I'm pretty sure he was trapping out of his car. I'm
was he?
pretty sure that's what he was doing. I mean, did you see people stop by that car? I think pretty sure
Yeah, no, there were a couple people that like showed up and then left. So I don't know.
they were either smoking because I mean I can say it doesn't matter, we don't know who they are. I'm pretty sure they were either smoking in there and or they were selling a whole bunch of shit that people are buying, like those edibles, those lemonade edibles. I don't know if you probably haven't seen them that much, but
I think I saw it like once. Well, you said there was one at the
there was
field.
one, yeah, there was one at the tennis court.
Yeah, one like back in the.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, they were high schoolers. Please don't get them. They're never gonna find them. They're never gonna find them. How's Emma? How's Emma doing? I only snapped her like a week ago.
It's pretty good, pretty good. Been watching. Actually, been watching the Star Wars series.
Oh, okay.
So,
Has she been
yeah,
watching it since May 4th? When like you?
that's when we started.
Yeah.
We started the first movie on May 4th, and we watched one like every other night or so. There's like 11 movies though. Like
It's a lot. It's a lot to watch. Like it
they're
really is.
they're all at least like 2.5 hours, so they're long movies.
It's a lot. They're long movies, but the thing about them is that they're not. It's not like they're not packed with action. It's not like they don't have something to keep you interested for that long.
Yeah, for the most part, they're all like something interesting happens in every one. I think so.
Yeah. Even
This,
if it takes the whole movie,
yes,
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith is the one of the good ones,
It
dude.
has, yeah, but I feel like the when I watch it back again, I feel like it's really at the end is when it starts really picking up.
Oh, dude, that's because. All right, am I allowed to say this now? Because like, if you haven't seen Revenge of the Sith, I mean that
Yeah,
movie.
no, you can say no if you haven't seen
If
the
you haven't
newer,
seen
like the remake, like the fucking what are they, the prequels,
the prequels, yeah,
You
those
haven't seen
came
the
out when we were like babies. So if you
Yeah, if
haven't
you haven't
seen
seen
those
those,
now,
you're a loser. You need to watch them.
you should watch them.
Yeah.
This is a spoiler warning.
Spoiler
Uh,
warning. Yeah.
right now, you need to leave if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want it spoiled for you. But yeah, all right, yeah, leave. um, if yeah, because at the end, that's when like the huge fight scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan happens, dude.
It's a cool scene. It's a really cool scene.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if you haven't seen Star Wars, I would highly recommend watching Star Wars.
Yeah, if you have, that's like a like especially the originals. That's a really movie you
Yeah.
need to watch.
All right, yes. All right, Bert, I gotta explain something here.
Oh, okay, okay,
If you're gonna watch the Star Wars movies, you have to watch them in this order. You have to watch 4, 5, and 6 first. All right.
okay.
You don't go in the order that like they're labeled.
You go in the order they were released.
The order they were released,
Okay.
because that's how you get like the full like if you don't know anything like Chris,
Mhm.
like that's how you would watch them because then it gives you like the full experience,
Yeah.
right? Because if you watch like 1, 2, 3 before 4, 5, and 6, then you already know a critical plot point that I will not spoil. You already know it, and then it's just like not as much of a like, oh my god, like because you already know,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean I'm sure most people know by now anyway, but like
Yeah. But still, yeah. But if you don't know that, come on. Like, if you
you
don't
gotta
know what you're talking about, then
you don't know that, then you need to watch Star Wars as soon as you finish watching this podcast.
now, do you know? I like how you are about the podcast. You're very enthusiastic. Thank you.
I
That's right.
want the podcast to succeed
I do
because
too.
we need to become famous, Bert.
Yes, we do need to become famous. I do think people will think it's interesting to listen to what their friends have to say. Not just like famous people, you could hear
Yeah.
famous people talk about something, but it's really your friends because that's when if you sit down and talk to them for enough, you really get to know them.
Mm.
Especially, like people are like, oh, those late night conversations you have with people. That's like the best, like, like at
Oh yeah.
morning or something.
When
But
we're playing like Rocket League at
when
like
we're
one,
playing Rocket League, that's when we get really, oh, wow,
that's
that's when
when
it gets bad.
I think we can't win a game, and then I'm like, I need to go to bed because I have to go to work tomorrow. And I'm staying up another hour because we've lost like 10 games in a row, and we finally get the win, and I'm like, all right, see you boys later. Like I gotta leave.
That's all Chris's fault, by the way, that we don't win. Every time Chris comes in, we just go on a losing streak. He's
That was true the last time we played. Yeah,
that
it
was
was.
true the last time we played.
I can
He,
confirm that.
thank
We
you.
were on a winning streak. As soon as Chris joined, we lost, and
Yes,
then
thank
just
you.
kept losing until like 2 in the morning, and then we finally got a dub, and then I had to leave because I had to go to work the next morning.
Yeah, it takes a while when Chris hops on. Uh,
I
uh,
feel like I think we're just not as good with 4v4 as we are like 3v3s and stuff though.
I think that is true. I think adding, yeah,
4v4 is chaotic. I
yeah.
mean, it's the game mode is actually called chaos. So
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
yeah, I think it is anyway. I'm pretty sure that's what Danny told me, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's called chaos.
Rocket League is a fun game. It's fun to play for fun.
But yeah, if you're trying to play competitive, then you're too late to the party, and you should
Yeah,
have started playing like 3 years ago when it was released.
yeah. And
Because
if
now,
it's hard.
yeah,
It's really
everybody's
hard.
too good now.
Yeah,
Everybody has reached like an unreal level, and like if you are just starting now, it's gonna take you a while because it's hard to level up and stuff because
yeah.
you only level up when you win. I think, right?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's how. Either that or you have a really good game when you lose.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For the most part, anyway.
yeah. We don't really rank up that easy.
I think I'm only like level 20, and we've been playing for like a while now.
I have no idea what level I am. I think Chris is like a level 5 or something.
Well, Danny's a high level, but I
Danny's a
mean,
higher level, but like,
Danny's been playing longer than us,
yes, because he plays for a long time too when he plays.
and it's the only thing that he plays anymore. He used to play. He used to be a big Destiny guy,
He
and
was, yes, and then
he hasn't been playing Destiny recently.
no, he hasn't.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, Danny loves his video games. We know that.
Oh, dude, on the video games topic, all right,
What, The Last of Us? Is that what you're gonna say?
dude, it's coming out.
I know. I knew I knew that's what you're gonna say. Me and
Dude.
Danny were saying the next time you're gonna be online is when you're gonna be playing The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, I'll hop on the mic with you boys, but I mean, like, you might be muted for most of the game because I got story.
Oh my god, I don't know anything about the next game. I don't know anything.
Play the first one?
I
Oh no, I gotta trade it with you.
Oh, we do. Yeah. I gotta trade you my Lego Star Wars 3. I do
That's
still
right.
have.
That's right. I'll bring it next time we hang out. I'll bring it and we
Yeah.
can trade.
Hopefully next time we hang out, it's Florida.
Oh,
We've been talking about this trip for months. It could be a year by the time we even go. How long we've been talking
I
about
honestly think we're gonna be able to do it this summer.
this summer? I do too. I think Killian saying next month might be a little bit of a reach at the way
Yeah,
things are going,
but
but
like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
They're doing things their own way right now. I've seen a lot of videos come out of Florida. One of my friends lives in Florida. It's chaotic there.
Didn't Killian say they were in phase 2 already though?
Yeah, he said they were in phase 2 of phase 3. But I've heard their cases have been going up.
Have they?
But obviously, like with something like that, I feel like that's obviously going to happen. You're not going to have a place that opens up and then their cases are going to, stay with the way they are. They're going to go down. They're obviously going to go up. People are going to spread germs regardless. Spreading germs has been a part of the world forever. Whether like that's how you fight off. That's how you can be able to fight off stuff. That's why you get a vaccine. I know there's a lot of people anti-vax, but that's why you get a vaccine. They give you some of the disease in there, so your body has to fight off. But that's a complicated topic.
Creates the antibodies.
Yes, the antibodies. Yes, or you could take what's that thing that the president's taking? The hydrochloric, whatever.
Oh, like injecting the stuff into your body.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't recommend that.
I
I'm
saw. Have you seen? Did you hear about the guy who died
because
doing?
he did it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're like injecting like bleach or something into your like bloodstream, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that's not a smart thing to do. Like,
No. No.
people should be able to use some common sense there and be like, yeah, I don't think I should do this, but I mean,
Yeah. Dude, I mean, everyone has their own. Everyone thinks their own way. It's you can't tell someone to do it this way and then they're
yeah,
going.
no, you can't.
It's
And like some people they hear one thing and then they're like, oh, it must work, so I gotta do it. And then
yeah. Exactly.
like, wait a minute, just give it like a second. Let's see if it actually works, and then we can like.
Don't just go all in as soon as someone says something new. Don't just go in like, all right, that's it. That's
I
fact.
did I did see that they I saw it on the news like a couple weeks ago, I think, but there was this lady who they were doing a human trial on for a vaccine for the coronavirus. So
Yeah, I saw something. I read something a couple weeks ago about how they've been doing. There've only been two This was a couple weeks ago. I don't know how recent vaccine stuff is today, but there was at least two cases, two trials of like people being tried for a vaccine for it. Now I don't know how long it's gonna take. No one does. No one knows. Like again, no one knows how long it's gonna take. But I hope it's soon. I hope it's soon. I
me
know
too.
I get vaccinated. I think
I
you.
would get vaccinated.
Yes, you get vaccinated. I have a lot of people on social media right now posting about like, oh, don't get back. Like when the vaccine comes, don't get vaccinated. You're just gonna be brainwashed by the government, and it's like it's crazy it's crazy how you see people's views on things, especially in today's like in this society we live in right now. Like people are really showing where their political views are and their views on
Yeah.
life. I think it's pretty interesting. I'm not judging anyone. I've heard both sides. I've heard right, left. I've heard everyone's, and you know, it's just something to hear. A lot of people on the right say don't wear face masks. A lot of people on the left say do wear face masks. I'm just kind of like whatever at this point. I really don't care. Stop arguing. Stop arguing. They had the people who tried Trump's thing, like the bleach and stuff.
Mm.
In his defense, he did not say to try it. He did not say to try. He said they were trying stuff like that, but he didn't say to go buy bleach and inject yourself. In his defense. But but I got to clown on. I don't know if you've been watching about Joe Biden at all.
I've seen a lot of the memes.
He's losing it. He's losing it.
Pretty old, isn't he?
He is old. He's only like 2 years. I think he's 2 years younger than Trump. I think he's 2 years younger or 2 years older.
Younger than Trump?
I think he's older. He's probably older. Let me rephrase it. He's probably older. I know that there's like a 2-year age difference between them though.
I know they're both very old. So
They
like
both are very old. And
We need some young people running for president
we do
now.
need some young people. But the thing is, a lot of the younger people that are running for president are Democrats, and a lot of people that show like true passion about like the government and like wanting power are like people that are Republicans.
Mm.
A lot of people that are Republicans are like, no, we want this person in power. Like, no, we don't like this person going for it, and they really love Trump right now. So, I don't think Joe Biden's gonna win next year.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know.
I don't
I
think
don't
he.
know.
Did you hear what he said yesterday?
No. What did he
He
say?
was
Yeah.
oh fucking stupid. He's a he says this dumb. He just doesn't think. He doesn't think. That's why before he says. But he said he was on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God. I don't know if you ever watched Breakfast Club. It's a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
They have it's a bunch of people from the hip hop community and that kind of community, and they bring a whole bunch of people on. And they had him on, and he said, if you don't know if you're voting for me or for Trump, then you ain't black. That's what Joe Biden said.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
And
God.
I saw that, and I was like, Joe, what do you, he just keeps shooting himself in the foot at this point.
He just says random stuff, like so random.
He is. He's
The
what?
funniest thing I saw him him say was that thing. Someone sent it in in our like little group chat on Snapchat or whatever. It was a thing of him saying, what did he say?
I remember it, but I don't remember what the video.
He was like, I have hairy legs, and I like when children like rub my legs, like something like that. And then he was like, I like when children like sit on my lap, and I was like, oh,
Dude, he's
this guy's just like digging himself into a hole that he cannot escape, and he does
yeah.
not have a ladder right now.
Yeah, no, he's dude, did you hear what he said? He said this like a week ago. Have you heard about like the charges that are like the or what's her name? Uh, that woman who said she got sexually assaulted by him.
I heard about it. I didn't really look into it or anything, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I didn't look into it either. But did you see what he said about it? He made a statement about it like last week.
No, I didn't see what he said.
He said, oh, what was it? He was like, oh, if I was a woman and I heard her claims, I wouldn't vote for me either. He's like, I wouldn't vote for me. I wouldn't believe me. And I was like, dude, you're losing so many supporters by saying that. Like, not even trying to like, you're not even trying to set the record straight. You're just saying, like, do you know how many women probably like definitely do believe her? I don't know.
Yeah.
100% of the facts. So I'm not one to say if it happened or not. You know, innocent until proven guilty, but he's pretty creepy. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. He's very handsy. You know, like creepy uncles.
He's very like, oh, like, how you doing? Like, pat you on the shoulder, like, oh.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, can you get a little away from me, dude? I need some person. 6 feet
Please
apart. Yeah, dude, he's that's something interesting to talk about. But I don't want to get too political with people. I don't want to get into too much argument.
I feel like getting political never ends well in like something you're posting online. Because everyone, like, someone's always going to criticize you. Because if you talk good about one side, then the other side's like, oh, I hate you so much. And then you talk good about the other side, but the other side's like, oh, you guys suck. Sorry.
Exactly. I mean,
I try to stay, like, neutral.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, more than ever, I used to be very, like, very leftist. I would label myself as. I was very much like that. But now I'm just kind of like, I'm looking at from both sides. I'm like looking at the right, I'm looking at the left, I'm looking at Republican, Democrat. I'm like neither of you guys are like really good. So
they all, I feel like everybody is something that's like, I don't know about that, but
everyone has, yeah.
I do remember one thing from American history at school. George Washington said that don't quote me exactly word for word
Oh
here.
yeah.
But I mean, he said something about how like we shouldn't have political parties because it's just gonna like split the country in half, basically.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, kind of did.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, if anyone knew anything about how the U.S. government was gonna play out, it's probably the founding fathers.
Yeah.
They that's why they set the basis for. That's why they had the Constitution, all this stuff. They set the basis for what this country is, in a way. And I feel like it's been kind of fucked up in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this year is it's been a bad year. It's been a very that's I feel like everyone can say that.
Yeah, I think, you know, starting off the year with COVID is definitely not
No.
a good way to start off. And then, all the schools closed and everything.
Yeah, and people are filing.
I feel bad. I feel awful for all the like high school seniors and college seniors that have to that miss like their second semester of school, like their last year. Like that
Yeah.
was like I'm like I mean I can't imagine missing like prom and graduation and everything. Like that stuff was so much fun. It just sucks that you have to miss that.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to look at it. I haven't looked at it that way. Like I know a lot of them are sad, but I even like truly like I haven't felt so much empathy in a way for them. But with the way you put it, it's like when I think about if I missed all of that stuff my senior year, it'd be like
Yeah,
I would actually be very like upset
yeah,
about it.
that would suck. I mean, like people miss their sports seasons. Like
Yeah,
that's like if you miss tennis your senior year. Like how would you feel? Like that would suck.
that would suck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been a Cape and Island League All Star. I wouldn't, dude.
No.
That would have been so bad. I would have hated it. But I mean, some people did get to play some people were lucky. They got to play their last season of sports.
Hmm.
Like you would have been you would have already finished hockey if you had
Yeah.
played.
Well, hockey would have been like just ending. Would have been like playoff season when everything started to go crazy. I think so.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think if your last season was like a winter season, then you were pretty much in the clear. I know for colleges it was a little different because like I know at least for my school, like they won. I think they won their division, but they didn't like they were gonna go on and play for the like national championship. I think,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
obviously that didn't happen. Everything got canceled. So like
Yeah,
that was
I think a lot of things got. I know. I think it was girls' high school basketball. They got to finish up their season. They got to finish up playing at the Garden. The winners there. I think it was Matt and Jan, and I don't remember who the other team was, but that I thought that I remember telling Chris, I'm like, that's pretty cool.
that would be sick.
Imagine like you getting to play hockey in the Garden at the same ice as the Bruins do.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool. And
I know. I got to play at the Providence Bruins arena when I was a kid. We did like we got to play like in between the innings.
oh, so you were one of those kids.
In the
You were.
period. I don't know why I just called it innings.
I know.
What
I was like baseball.
the hell's wrong? What the hell's wrong? Played hockey all my life. I just call it an inning instead of
That's cool.
yeah. But Sam got to play on the Garden. He did the same thing, but they did it at the Garden. It's pretty sick. I got
That's,
to go to the games. It was fun.
oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I know your dad always gets good seats and good tickets he always gets tickets for the Bruins games.
Yeah, he gets them through work, I think.
That's pretty cool.
There's this lady that's always like giving out tickets. So I don't know.
Yeah. Everything you love is on your wall. When I thought about it, I see the Bruins over there.
Oh yes. Oh, but you can't see what's in front of you though.
I can't.
It's
What is
Patrice
it?
Bergeron.
Oh, it's Patrice Bert. Oh, it's the fathead, right?
Yeah, it's the big fat head.
Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing that in your room. Yep.
I got some posters,
Yeah.
college flags.
Oh, I didn't know you had college flags in there.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get that in there.
Oh yeah, Norwich. I don't even have a Bridgewater thing in here. Wow, you're making me feel.
I got a BC one too. See that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you see you gave me that duck.
I did get. Yeah, no, we don't gotta tell the backstory on that thing, but I did give you that duck. Yes, I did. Oh, I forgot about that.
I kind of took that. You didn't really give it to me.
Well, I
I
was
was
going to give it to
like,
you.
yo, Bert, can I have this duck? And you're like, yeah, sure, I don't care.
I wasn't gonna do anything with it and then I gave someone else something else. Was it Emma?
I think you gave Emma that ball or something that was in your trunk.
Yeah, I had something else in my trunk, and she just kind of took it. She really took it, if anything.
She takes a lot of things, I feel like.
Is she working right now?
Yeah, she worked today, I think, actually.
Where does she work?
She works at the it's the candy store in Mashpee Commons.
Yeah, I don't go to Mashpee Commons, so.
Yeah, no, I figure. Yeah, I don't think you go down Cape a lot or up
No,
to.
I said I remember saying when we all hung out, the only times I will go down here, like to towards Sandwich, are to see you and Killian. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's literally it. There's no other reason for me to be in Sandwich. And you were like, oh no, there's some stuff in Sandwich, and me and Chris were like,
You go sandwich mini golf.
no, dude, there's so many mini golf places in Yarmouth. It's
I
not
know. Yeah,
funny.
there's no point going all the way here. If you can go to like Skull Island or something.
Yeah, I don't think are they even going to be open? I doubt they're going to be open.
I hope so. I'm sure they could figure out some social distancing thing, like only one like group on the hole at once or something. But I mean, that's what you have to do anyway. So
Yeah, I thought about like they could do it like real golf. You know, like you could like set a tee time. You know,
yeah,
set the
yeah.
time.
You were talking about that. That's right. Bring your own club. Bring your.
Yeah, yeah. I thought they could do that for gyms too. Like you could set up like, all right, I'm gonna be at the gym for like 2 hours, and then set up a time, and then bam, dude. I don't know how they're gonna do that stuff. I really want to go back to the gym.
Yeah, I've just been running a lot.
I hate running, dude. It sucks.
You've been running a lot though. I feel like
I have been running a lot. I hate it though. I absolutely hate it.
I do. I usually do running, and then I'll do like some push-ups, maybe a couple sit-ups, some Russian twists.
Some rush. Oh, I know what those are. Yeah.
Russian twists work the core.
Yeah.
Gotta get the summer bod ready for Florida. So
Exactly. I've been trying to cut a lot lately.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm doing like a protein only diet because when I was dieting it actually worked and I haven't been. So
Yeah.
I'm just doing like protein like shake things. But today I'm doing it on Monday because I told my mom I would actually eat dinner tonight and tomorrow. I had a ham steak with mac and cheese.
Ooh, that
Dude,
sounds pretty good.
it had like it was like bread on the top of the mac and
Oh yeah,
cheese.
no, that's good. That's good. I like when they do that.
Yes,
At the
they do.
restaurants, dude.
Yeah, they do that at BBC, don't they?
That fills you up. Fills you up in like a second.
It does. I'm still hungry though. I haven't because I don't eat anything until dinner, so I had my dinner already. Yeah, but I've been dude for the past 3 nights. I've ate 3 bags of watermelon Sour Patch Kids, like a whole bag.
You put those on your story.
Smack, because they smack. Those are so
I'm
good.
not a big Sour Patch guy.
Dude, you need to try those ones. Everyone says those are good here.
Still chatting.
I assuming that was your mom.
Yeah, that was my mom. I live at my parents' house, in case anyone was wondering. I'm 18, so
Will actually owns an apartment in Boston already by himself.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
To own an apartment by yourself or with people?
Oh, yeah, I think I'd have to have someone living with me, but I mean, rent's pretty expensive, so.
At this point, you should like take anyone you can get. I'd be like, all right, this guy sells drugs, this guy robs banks. We can afford rent. That's all I care about.
Me and Chris were talking about after school though, like once we finish college and stuff.
Yeah,
we want to rent an apartment in Boston.
That would be dope.
And we get the boys up there, so.
I mean, I wouldn't mind living. I like Boston. There's a place I would live, be in Boston probably.
Yeah.
Or New York.
I was just about to say you live in New York.
Love New York, dude.
I wouldn't want to live in New York right now though.
No, definitely not.
Corona Central, so.
Yes, they're you're very much working from home no matter what. That would sucks.
I can't imagine. Like I feel bad for people who are just like stuck in their apartments all day.
Yeah, dude. That's
my uncle lives in New York, and he's been down here like since before the quarantine happened. So they just like stuck down here. They're like, yeah, we're not going back. I don't want to get stuck in our apartment. But I mean, like that was the place we stayed at.
Yeah.
It's not a huge apartment. Like,
no, it's not a huge apartment. It's a decent sized apartment.
No, it's a pretty nice apartment. But I mean, like, it's not like a living down here on the Cape.
No.
We, you can go to the yard and like play soccer.
Yeah.
on the driveway or something. Like, you can't do that in the city. So,
Exactly. I just opened up my pool today. We just
did
opened up.
you?
Yeah, which was pretty cool. But it was a crappy day, so I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, raining.
Just fucking dude, this rain is crazy. I hate it. But it's over now. At least on my. It
Is
looks
it?
sunny. It looks sunny where you are.
I I think it's just I don't know. It keeps getting dark because of the windows. Like
I
I
know.
have. Yeah, there you go.
I know you're
You know how much it changes when I like.
Yeah. I was gonna say that at one point. I was gonna be
When I
like, "Oh, you're
it's dark again.
yeah."
Really dark right there. Jeez.
I can like barely see. Yeah, there you go.
I only have one light in my room, and it's like up. You know how I have the you can kind of see it. Like it's like the cut right here.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's like weird how to yeah. But the light's like on top of that, so it doesn't give good light at all.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, mine doesn't really either. Mine's kind of toppling over at this point. Like it's literally like falling because I have no idea why. It's not very sturdy. But besides the point, there was one last thing I had on my notes that I wanted to ask you about, and
Yeah, what we got?
it was no, it was something nice. I think Emma would like it. I think you like it. But it's just about because I don't. If people don't know, Will and Emma have been together for a long time.
2 years.
That's a pretty.
On the first.
That's a long time for relationships in today's world. Let me put it that way. That is that is a long time. Like you got to admit.
No, oh yeah, no, definitely. My roommate in college though was coming up on 3 years, and I was like,
Oh my
man,
god, 3 years.
that's a long time.
Did
But
they
I mean,
break up?
I'm already at 2, so I mean, I don't know.
Did they break up or are they still together?
No, they're still together. They're still together.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah, they're good. He said he's gonna marry her, so I mean,
Oh,
you
hey, congrats to them.
you would be surprised uh the amount of kids that came back from like winter break,
Mhm.
like school, like after we got recognized,
Yeah.
who had like gone back home and proposed to their girlfriends or like got proposed to. Like I was like, what is happening here? You guys are like 19 years old, 18, like a couple of years, like
Will's like, I got to do that now. No, I'm playing.
no, not yet, not yet.
Not yet. Whoa, Emma, don't listen to this. Don't get. We don't want you to think of anything too soon yet.
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now. One of the hardest things about like being in a relationship is trying to find like like anniversary presents or like birthday presents,
Really?
like because like, oh, you want to get him something nice, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like like the first year, like our first year anniversary, went all out, paid some big bucks to get something really nice, you know what I'm saying? So now I feel like I gotta like you know like go even bigger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm not, because I don't have a lot of money.
It went from like so enthusiastic to I don't really have a lot of money.
I mean, we're working with what we got, and it works out.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my parents about like relationships and stuff, because my mom always wants to talk to me.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
Like, I want to talk to this about you. But, it's whatever. It's funny sometimes. But she was telling me about this like this gift that I should get Emma for 2 years. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. So if you ever need gift advice, go to your mom. She knows what the ladies want, so it's not always big jewelry. I'll say that.
That's true. That is true.
All you need to do is just bring your girl out on a nice date, go to a nice restaurant, dress up real nice. That's what we were gonna do,
but
we were planning on like going somewhere really nice because Emma was like, "Oh, I want to wear this nice dress."
Yeah. And
she's had it for like a while, and we always just go to like the 99s. We're just wearing like.
You gotta go somewhere way better than that. Come on, Delman.
No, dude, I'm like that's like the regular spot where we're like, oh, I want to go dinner. Like, oh, let's go to the 99. You know what I mean?
It's nice. It's affordable.
It's like that's what I'm saying. So, but also like for our 2 years, we were gonna go like somewhere nice. I don't know, but like quarantine happened, so like everything's shut down. Can't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's probably not gonna happen. But I was like, oh, let's like order something from somewhere nice
Yeah.
and get dressed up, and then like go eat just like in our house.
Yeah, create your own little date. I mean, that actually, I feel like that would make it more meaningful in a way
That's
because
what I'm
then,
saying. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. And then she was like, "Oh, do you want to cook something?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not that good at cooking. We can try it out." Like,
I that'd be good. I feel like that'd be good. It'd be good for you guys to do together, like
that's
cooking.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not
I
like
got
you
the
guys aren't close
big
enough.
brain ideas, Bert. Big brain.
Yes, big brain ideas. See, these are the types of ideas that keep a relationship going. That was
Yeah.
actually what my question was going to be about. It was, what is your secret to a long and good relationship like
What
yours
was
and
my
Emma?
secret?
Yeah,
Um,
I know you don't really have anything specifically, but
I think I think if I had to say one thing is just you got to be honest.
mhm,
That's one thing I feel like a lot of people struggle with. And you got to find yourself someone that you can be honest to. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Because like there's a lot of people in the world, Bert, right? Some people are just total scum, like scum
yeah,
of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
yes, that's
They
true.
just want to like screw you over. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like my exes, Bert. You need to get into that.
Oh no.
You know who I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
All right, yeah. So we don't need to get into it. I don't want to name any names, and I hope she doesn't watch this because but whatever. Uh, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Some
yeah.
people just like, oh, and I'm just like, oh. So you got to find the right person, and then there's a lot of people in the world. So if you think you're like hard set on one person, like this is the one for me, shoot your shot. But like you get denied, you can't just go and like curl in a ball and go like cry your eyes out.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people in the
There's,
world.
and
And
there's so many people.
I saw something the other day, and it said if 99% of the world thought you were like unattractive and 1% did, there's like I think there's like 7.7 billion people in the world or something like that.
Yeah,
Which so if 1% of the world like thought you were like attractive, that's like 77 million people or something like that.
it's a lot of people.
Like that's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like if there's a lot of fish in the sea, that's all I gotta say.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
find a person that's right for you.
yeah.
And I think the key to a long lasting relationship, you gotta be honest and just gotta be real. You gotta be real with your partner.
That's true. That's
Even if
very true. I feel like today, in today's world, it's harder to find someone like that. Like the way that you and Emma are with each other, I feel like it's a lot
hmm,
harder to find someone the way that you.
yeah, no, I know what you mean. Cause like, I think like it's easier to like find someone that is, like you saying like high school, you know what I mean? Like you have a high school relationship,
Yeah.
and it's like you see these people like every day, like who they are, so like it's easy to find someone like oh that's kind of like me, oh, excuse me, Jesus. But like you know what I mean, like it's
Yeah.
easy to like connect with someone more in high school because you see them all the time, you know what I mean.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
same like maybe in college it's not as much because it's like different people in every class, but like
Yeah.
the same person like every day in the same class, you're gonna like connect with them more, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Once you like not in school anymore, it's I feel like it's way harder to find someone that you can like really connect with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you got all these like dating apps now and stuff where it's like, oh, like Tinder, like you going on a date. And like obviously just going on one date, like it's not like you can't get like you can get a feel for the relationship, like obviously like, oh,
Yeah.
this might work out, this might not work out. But I think like it takes like a good bit in order to really like get like a feel like, oh, like I think me and this person could be like relate like in a relationship, you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, uh, how long did it take you to like finally ask out Emma?
All right,
That's a good question. I feel.
this is a crazy story. It's not actually a crazy story.
Okay. Okay.
It's we went on like a double date, and I told the people we were going on a double date with that we were dating, like because I just kind of like all right, I just kind of like assumed because we'd been talking for like a couple months, you know.
Yeah.
I just kind of assumed like, oh, we're probably boyfriend girlfriend now. You know what I mean? And so
I
I just
remember when you were like that. I remember that.
I just kind of like assumed like, oh, she's my girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, that's a hard negative. Like she did not like I was put on like the silent treatment. I was like trying to talk to her and she just like wouldn't talk to me. And I was like, oh, I just fucked this up like really bad. Like this just screwed over everything. So guys, don't just assume that you're in, all right? Don't assume anything. You need to ask and make it official before you can like really I mean, I think it all depends on the person too, obviously, but I mean
Yeah.
like yeah, I was definitely uh corrected. Yeah.
That's
But
that's really funny. Damn.
it took me like a good like probably like 5 months. I was also I'm a very shy person in case like people need to know that. Like I'm not like extremely outgoing. Like I see people like going into bars and talking to people and like oh like ask them out on a date immediately. I'm like you know I gotta get to know you first. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't want to just go to some rando and be like oh you want to go on a date with me?
Yeah, we had I mean, it had taken about what? About 2 years for you to even know Emma in high school because
Yeah,
by the time it was junior year.
we started dating like the like the summer the beginning of summer of junior year.
Year.
So like the summer between junior year and senior year, that's when we like started to date. So,
And then she gave you the silent treatment when you called it that.
yeah, that was like while we were still in school. We went on a double date.
Oh, that was still in school.
Yeah, that was before I asked her out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like that's when I learned like, oh, I actually need to ask.
I need to ask. I can't just assume. Where did you go on the double date? Let me guess. Was it a movie?
No, it was the 99.
Damn it! I was hoping because I feel like a movie would be very cliche to do. So I don't know. I feel like that's how it
We
started.
have gone on like kind of double dates at movies before.
Kind of.
Double dates are always kind of weird because like I don't know. There's always like it's always just a little awkward at first, especially if you're not like super close with the person
Yeah,
that you're going on the double date with, you know?
that's fair. But I mean, you make sacrifices for
Yeah,
people you
obviously.
care
Yeah,
about,
of course.
which obviously has shown why you guys have stayed together for so long. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx it because it's
Yeah,
not gonna get jinxed. I just knocked on wood. Don't worry.
we should be fine. Should be
Yeah,
fine.
no, I think you guys will be fine. The way that everything seems like with you guys, it's going to be pretty good. That's just the way that an outsider views it. It's just because to me, you guys seem more unique than someone normal. Like something I would see now. Like like on like fucking celebrities, you look at all these people and you're like, okay, you obviously like this person more because this person is way more attractive.
Yeah.
You
No,
care
I
so much about this person's looks. You don't really care
yeah.
much about
Yeah.
who they are.
Yeah. No, me and Emma are like best friends. So it's
I
like
know, yeah. That
that like I feel like that's another thing too. Like because we were like friends before,
yeah.
kind of like not as much, but then like you know, the friend zone is not a bad thing, people. All right, I'm just gonna say that right now. Be in the friend zone and get out of the friend zone because I think in order to have like a real relationship, you like need to be friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be like oh boyfriend and girlfriend or like girlfriend boyfriend boyfriend, but like I think you need to be like friends. Like not like it's not necessary, but like it's not bad to be friends before and then be like hey let's try something out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. You
Be
guys,
friends.
yeah. You guys, I feel like you guys are what most people want. Like most people in high school want in general. They want to meet that not perfect person. Obviously, I don't want to say anything that I don't know if you two want to think, but I just want to say they want to meet someone that has that connection with them,
Yeah.
and it's more natural than it is anything. Like oh, fucking, you know how many people I've seen in high school go for like the hottest, like the guy that they think is the hottest, or the girl that they
Yeah.
think is the hottest. And it's like it happens, but it's like after, it's like, okay, what did you get from it? You got hooking up with someone attractive. But
Yeah.
what's that gonna do with your relationship? Like what you want. Like you want something more than that, but it's
I
like
feel
it's
like you always see it in the movies too, like the guy's always trying to go for like the super hot
yeah.
girl or whatever, but then like he realizes like, oh shoot, well like my girl best friend like is like the person that like I should be with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I feel like I feel like there's a big I feel like people in our age, in our generation, they need to fix themselves a little bit when they think about things. I feel like they
Mm.
have their morals right in a way, but they just don't do things in a way that shows it.
Exactly. And everything like I feel like everything is like, oh, like I need to be better when it's like respect yourself first. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
in order to like have a good relationship, you gotta respect who you are. Like you can't be like, you gotta be comfortable with yourself. You can't be looking at people and be like, oh man, like I wish I was them. You know what I mean? Like you gotta
Yeah.
be able to be like, I'm comfortable with who I am, and I know that there's someone else out there who's comfortable with who I am too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you got to be comfortable with yourself. You can't always be comparing yourself to like all these people on TV and stuff who are like,
Yeah.
peak physical condition, like
Yeah.
totally yoked or like
Yeah, they show you the ideal image, and then you expect to get that in
yeah,
life.
you expect to like to get that or to look like that. And it's
Exactly.
like that's not realistic. Like the amount of
No.
people who look like that in real life is like minimal. It's
Yeah.
just those guys.
Yeah, it's that's like, yeah, something like that's like ultra, like I could compare that to something like when I buy like gold chains or something. I know they're not real, but when they get advertised to me, they show me real gold and real
Real,
diamonds.
yes,
And
yes.
it makes it appealing. So you want that. And then I go buy it and I get it, but it's not the same thing.
It's almost like when you're at like a fast food restaurant like McDonald's and
Yeah.
you see on the menu like this delicious burger and you're like,
Yes.
oh man, that looks so good. And then you get it and it's like this flat patty with like like lettuce,
Yes.
tomatoes like all over the place. And you're like, oh, this is not what I wanted, but
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy for life.
fun. It's funny.
Yeah. Hey, whatever, if that's better than another analogy someone couldn't come up with. You could have come up with something like a depressing analogy, but
Yeah, yeah.
that shows how some people have different outlooks on life. Think of something more positive instead of something more negative. Just
Mm.
all right. Well, thank you for being on here. Appreciate it. I hope this goes off. I hope you share it on your social media. On social medias. I know you don't post a lot, but
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a big social media guy. I use it sometimes, but I
yeah,
mean, I'm
me
not
too.
like crazy.
I know. Yeah, you don't post on Instagram a lot.
I look on Instagram like once a week, but that's pretty much it. I don't really post anything.
I hope
If something big happens, you know, maybe I'll give it a post. But I mean,
if like the Bruins won the Stanley Cup.
oh, like yeah, that's the only time I post on my story either. Like
It's
I'm at a Bruins game.
exactly. I
The
mean,
only time. Add me on Snap. Just kidding.
no, you can. That's one thing. That's one thing I was gonna do at the end of this. I wanted people to say whatever they want and give them a minute to, if they want to plug in something or if they just want to say something. So, you want to say anything?
uh, oh, okay. You can add me on Instagram or Snapchat, I guess. I'll send Bert the info.
I'll leave that on the link description
I'll leave it in the description.
on YouTube,
Yep.
SoundCloud, wherever I'm putting this up. Hopefully Spotify. That costs a little money, but
Of
we're selling. All right, thank you, Will.
course, of
Peace.
course.